We'll go straight on to the Arsenal game then. So Arsenal go back to the top of the Premier League with 1 point, beating Brighton quite comfortably 2-0. Sim, I'm glad you've actually joined. I know you've just finished your little segment there, but I'm going to come straight back to you.
That was more than
bro. It's your guy. It's your guy. It was a nice left foot finish from Havertz, no?
Great finish from him. However,
we are humble on this channel.
No, don't do it to yourself. There's no point, man.
You're gonna hate me. You're gonna
don't
hate
do it. No, do you know what? I know what you're gonna say, but just don't do it to yourself, man.
What am I gonna say? Puz, you know me well.
No.
What am I gonna say?
Trust me. He pissed me off. He pissed me off all game as well, bro.
Who?
Havertz. He pissed me off all game. All game.
That's okay.
He's jarring, Chris. He's so jarring to watch.
Thank you.
Plus both fists.
No. Chris, what you've got to understand, is that, see, with Havertz, he is one of those players where you can say to yourself, know what? One day, as I said, you can feel like, you know what, he's a decent player. The next day, as Puz say, he's just jarring. Like, I have this big thing is that, and you, both of you know, I miss Xhaka so much because I think.
What did I say?
No, wait. Let me keep on the game. Let me keep on topic. For large portions of the game, I feel like Havertz is non-existent. However, he pops up with a goal.
Chris, he goes missing. Not even that. His passes. His passes. They're so annoying.
He creates he creates space. He's a positional player. He's very intelligent.
Okay, but Chris, do you buy 60 million worth of talent to create space? Honestly,
65.
He's got 3 goals in the. He's got 3 goals in the Prem, 5 goals all comps, mate. That's not a bad return.
Okay, but do you buy 60 million worth of talent for that? Honestly, Chris, I just need
all right.
honest opinion.
No. Look. You can spend 80+ million pounds on a player, 85, and get nothing. Look at Anthony. So yeah,
insert Mudryk right here.
Yeah, like exactly. There you go. So I don't think necessarily the money's here or there. No, ideally you spend 60 million pounds, you should be getting a good class proven player. But unfortunately, we can both give you examples of money that's more's been spent and it's been a waste. So look, I think he's done well. Look,
I could give you an example of 20. Is it 27 million or 21 million spent well? It's 27 minutes, Sam.
Who's that? What, Trossard?
Yeah, boy.
Trossard.
I was just gonna say to you, look, yeah, look, who are you?
You know what? I'll do right now. Yeah, I'll take Pascal Gross as well. You know, for another 30 mil.
Look, everyone that's come, that Brighton team's been dissected. They've really struggled. But
no, trust me. Gross
I was gonna say, look, I watched Trossard against RB Leipzig on Tuesday. I watched the all game. PSV Eindhoven. Sorry. PSV Eindhoven. Apologies. Sorry about that. I don't know what was going on in my head there.
That's Man City that played Leipzig.
Well, they are, yeah. I don't know why. For some reason, in my head, just there, I had Conrad Lamar, who plays for Bayern. He plays for Bayern. In my head, he came from Leipzig. So I said Leipzig. Forgive me. Anyway, I watched Trossard against PSV, and it wasn't their first starting right back, right?
Yeah.
And Trossard's not going to beat you for pace. He's an intelligent player. He's got 2 good feet. He's got a really good touch. He can definitely finish. He knows where the back of the net is. And he's got quite a good pass in him as well, quite good at set pieces. He's not going to beat you for pace, though.
He's very skillful as well, you know.
Very skillful. Very lovely on the ball, good technical player. Can cause you lots of problems, but
I think I know what you're gonna say.
If I'm a defender, right? Who would I rather play against, Trossard or Havertz? I'll be honest with you. I'd rather play against Trossard.
To be fair.
Sorry, guys.
To be fair to Trossard, on Tuesday, it wasn't a meaningful game.
No, but
I can tell in the body language of the players, they weren't really on it like that. And plus, their right winger had
Bakayoko.
He had us on toast still.
He was absolutely on smoke. We'll come to that. We'll come to it because, like I said at the start, I've got stuff to say about Arsenal. We'll come to it. Yeah, but Puz, for fringe players like Trossard, who's not your starting player, right? You have to admit that someone like, well, Havertz plays across the front three. We've seen him play everywhere across it, right, left, centre, false nine, whatever. But like Trossard's obviously up against Martinelli, who's your starter. It's a game like that that you've got to take with both hands. That's your opportunity. You're
Yeah,
starting a game
he's
Champions League here,
he's
mate.
already taken games in the league with both hands. He scored
Nah,
crucial goals.
Puz. Talk about this game. Forget that. Talk about this game. What
What
I'm
you talking
saying is
about
you can't
today?
give Trossard. No. You
Oh,
can't give
Champions League.
Trossard. You can't give Trossard a bit of space. You can't give him a bit of branch because the game wasn't all that. Nah, bollocks, mate. It's final game of the Champions League. Yeah, make a statement. You beat them 3-0.
I was even annoyed with Arteta for not playing the kids. I would have played the kids.
All I'm saying is I watched Trossard the whole game. I've watched him
City
this
played the kids
season.
and they won.
Watched him this season, and I'm telling you, I'd rather play against him than Havertz. That's my point. Havertz is
I'd rather play against
quick.
Havertz. No, if I'm as tall as Havertz, I'd rather play against Havertz.
Nah, I'd rather play against Trossard all day, mate.
You know what I'll
Trossard,
do? I'll bully him all game, and I'll make sure I leave a tackle in him that's going to make him retaliate because he will get himself sent off.
mate, you say that. You
He'll
say
get
that.
himself
What I'm
sent
saying,
off.
he had a red
Temperament is
card
mad.
this season. He had any discipline? How many yellow cards he had this season?
A few.
A few.
He's got
All
a
right.
few.
Okay. Cool. So he's had a few
Remember
yellow
what
cards
he
this
did against
season. What,
Newcastle? Could have got
any
sent off.
more than Trossard?
Yep.
Trossard's had 2 yellow cards, I think. This
He
season.
could have got sent off against Newcastle.
Chris, I see your logic, but the honest truth is they're two different players, isn't it?
My point was, as a defender, who would I rather play against? I'd rather play against Trossard.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying
You're
to
right
say.
though. You need variety if you're gonna,
And I feel like you're talking with your defender head. Of course,
Yeah.
you rather play against Trossard. I get why.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say I get why, but
Yeah.
as I said, I feel with Havertz, when you spend 60 million, you want that bit more quality. That's what I'm trying to say. My whole analogy with Havertz is that when he was brought into the team, he was brought into the team to help with our attack, and I feel like he hasn't. I'll be real. I feel like he hasn't.
Do you know
So
what?
what's that?
You know what?
Boys,
Stats prove me and Sim wrong anyway. Like
Yes.
the stats completely
What's that?
prove us wrong.
What's that today? So it's
But
a
the
type
eye
of game.
test, Chris. It's the eye test, isn't it? And
Right.
you're right. He does make good runs. Certain times he pops up.
He holds the ball up. He's another option for you. I personally think you guys get yourself a top striker. You get a Tony, for example, who's going to hold the ball up and play you. You'll see the best of Havertz. Easy. Havertz plays better when he's got a good number 9 up there.
I get where you're coming from. I'm still giving him his first season, innit? I'm still going to give, even though I'm cussing him, I'm still going to give him his first season.
We don't want to get too hung up on Havertz, yeah? Let's not spend the whole segment here, yeah? Let's move on anyway. But my point is he's come up with a crucial goal, right? That's putting you guys back at the top of the table. He produces. And I know, Sim, you're not his biggest fan, but you're giving him his flowers this game anyway, right?
No. I've been singing his praises for the past 2 games or 3 games that he's played in, and I say that he's definitely improved. However, when I see 60 million being spent, especially on that position, especially with the player that we had last season, I'm expecting for him to be a bit more involved in the game. Understandably, you're right. Puz is right. Yes, he needs to get used to how we play. He needs to get used to our system. I'm fully aware of that, but it needs to kick in soon for me anyway. Because I see it as this: us spending 60 million in that position was better off keeping Xhaka. You know what I'm trying to say, Chris? That's all I'm saying. But at the end of the day, I can't complain. As you said, Chris, stats tell us different, but I feel that needs to be.
I think. Look. I hear what you're saying.
Too long, man.
Yeah, look, I hear what you're saying. He's played so many positions for you lot, but it seems like he's finding his feet there, playing in that free behind the front three, making late runs and causing problems. The other thing he's got a good engine on him. He lasts the whole 90 minutes as well, so he's doing well.
Because he don't run.
So anyway, whatever. But you can cuss the guy that's getting actual results for you lot as much as you want. We need to move on.
I'm not cussing him.
Move on. So Arsenal go back to the top.
Great
After
game.
obviously your last Premier League game was against Aston Villa, who did the double that week, last week, City, and then yourselves. So to be honest, if I'm an Arsenal fan, I'm really happy because even against that Villa team, you had dominated position. You dominated possession. You were in the game. You caused a lot of problems. Aston Villa were basically having 11 men behind the ball at some point.
For
Arsenal just couldn't.
75 minutes, they had 11 men behind the ball, man.
Oh, mate, I just didn't
Today
see.
for Brighton, the whole game they just had 11 minutes. Like it's crazy. Even the Zerbi came out after the game and said, "Yeah, that's the best team we faced this season."
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're not
hands
used,
down.
we're not used to playing that.
I've got two questions for you guys. I said something to. I've got two other Arsenal fans. I think I actually put it in the group when I asked you lot about this. One about Gabriel, and the other thing is I was going to ask you about Partey. Now we'll get into Partey in a minute, but for me, when I'm looking at that Arsenal team, it looks solid. I think your spine is strong.
Too solid. Pause.
Yeah, major.
I said when I'm looking at that Arsenal team, you look solid.
Yeah,
Do you
Chris,
see why
go
this?
on.
You see why this guy is actually twisting words, blood.
Yeah, I know.
Twisting
But Chris,
words.
go on.
All right, let me change it then. Hold on. When I look at that Arsenal team, the
Just don't say
Arsenal
hard.
team looks solid.
Don't say hard. Don't say hard.
They look well hard.
Guys, come man, we can't, man.
Looking at the spine, you've got Raya, who's obviously been getting the nod lately. I quite like Ramsdale in there, but he's a massive
Ray
part
hasn't
of
put a
your.
foot wrong in how many games? He doesn't really
He
play
still
football.
looks shaky, but it doesn't matter. So you've got Raya, you got Saliba, through the middle, Declan Rice, Odegaard, and then
Rose Rice.
Jesus up front. So I'm just focusing on the spine. It looks solid. Spine looks strong. Your weaknesses for me, I've said this, and I said this. I told you guys that I was talking to another set of Arsenal fans. I think you need a 20-goal striker.
Yep, I agree.
That's one area. It's not. And by the way, both of these points I'm going to make, they're not wholesale changes. We're talking about icing on the cake, inches, not
Yep.
feet. Yeah.
I
Need
agree.
a 20-goal striker, and then the other upgrade for me is Gabriel. Now,
Nah.
I had
I'll keep
let me
him.
land.
I'll keep him. He's all right.
Let me land.
Sam?
Listen. Gabriel, good player, solid, 6.5, 7 out of 10 every game. But is he, in my opinion, if Arsenal win the league this year, I'm going to have to shut up and eat my words. Is he your starting centre back? Is he going to be enough to get you Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues? I don't think so. Saliba definitely is. I think you need another world-class defender beside Saliba. Classic point of what I was trying to say about Gabriel. Against PSV Eindhoven, he's missed the ball twice.
Bro, it was a meaningless game.
Doesn't matter, Puz. It doesn't matter. Stop.
No, Chris, mentally,
Stop.
when you're not there, bro, Chris, you play football. Mentally, when you know the game doesn't mean anything, are you trying your best?
I'm talking about he
Now, go
has
on.
mistakes in his
Innings.
locker. I'm talking about fine margins, right? Gabriel, I think, you guys talk about Havertz disciplinary, could be one of the reasons why he costs you. I think Gabriel and his not even ill discipline, but just his ability to switch off and cause mistakes. Even why is he even going too early? Why is he even going too early in the follow up where Odegaard put the ball in? Kavogi, what's the Polish boy's the defender's name? Kiwo.
Wow.
He scores, but Gabriel gets caught offside. Why? Why is he following up? Like Kiwo's in front of him.
Let's just focus on today's game, man.
What do you guys think? Do you think that you need to? Do you agree with me that those are the two areas?
I think Gabriel's been. I think he's been our saving grace this season.
Really?
Yeah. I think certain games.
Not Gabriel. I'm not going to pick on Gabriel this season.
Yeah, not like honestly. I feel like certain games he's played better than Saliba, but I feel like with Saliba, he brings a calmness to the defense. Does that make sense? It's like I think because we said it a couple episodes. Yeah, it's like Rio and Vidic. Vidic was the car crash, but Rio was the Rolls Royce. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but Vidic was also top quality.
Saliba's too good right now, man. He's so good.
But what I'm trying to say is like defenders, and I feel like with every great, you have that kind of defender that will take those 1 or 2 risks, if that makes any sense. Like they will kind of play out of their boundaries. That's Gabriel. I feel like I think he's curbed a
So
lot of his.
if I gave 100 mil to Arsenal right now, right? Because everyone agrees with me when I say talk about striker. What's the one area that you guys are changing? Forget the striker. You're not trying to get yourself another top class centre back. Who would you be changing?
Personally, as much as I love the inverted left back thing, yeah, I love the way he does it. Zinchenko's our biggest weakness in defense
I agree.
right now. He's given away so many goals this season already.
True.
Yep, I agree.
He's the main reason, one of the main reasons why we've conceded a lot of goals.
And he's probably one of the reasons why Gabriel's looked like he's been a bit left open. Maybe.
Yep.
Literally.
And he's one of the reasons why we bought Timber. That's the honest truth.
If Timber was there, oof, I can't wait till he's back.
Game time, innit? Game time. That's such a true point to make.
He's back.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough.
Doesn't play. That's what I'm trying to say.
Look, I'm be honest with you. I can see Timber taking Gabriel's place anywhere at centre back, because Timber is primarily a centre back. He's not a full back.
I don't see Arteta doing that.
No, I don't see Arteta doing that.
I see him doing a Ben White, but primarily, well, we'll see. Timber is absolutely class. I agree with you there. All right, fine.